Okay, this is my 3D model of my Scion TC. It took me about a month to produce. I created it back in 2011. This video is actually a re-upload because the last one, the compression was just terrible. But this is pretty much what I referenced. If I want to make any kind of changes to the car, whether it be, surface visual stuff, or if it's actual like physical changing around of piping or anything with the motor, this is how I pretty much got the hands-on sort of idea on how I wanted to construct my splitter, install fog lights, what my ride height would be like depending on the suspension I chose, things like that. I'm still working on the interior of the car as far as detailing that. I mean, you can't really see much in there. Lots of work to do there. But I got everything else. Let's pop the hood off. The motor with no bottom end. But I got everything up top, and that's the most important thing. It's got relatively the same stuff that's in the real car. But today's project is pretty much whether or not if I want to go open dump, if it'll actually work. Because my manifold has a leak in it. So let's change this up here. Eliminate the heat wrap. Take off the old dump tube. Get rid of that thing. And I kind of mocked up the dump tube that I want to use from eBay. Uh-oh. There we go. And it's a little bit of a tight fit. It's probably gonna bump up against the oil dipstick. It might be a tight squeeze in between the AC line and the AEM O2 sensor in the downpipe. Now this is all just possible, but of course I'm going to have to look at the real car to see if this will actually happen. Like I said, I eyeballed most of this. So if the dipstick doesn't actually sit up this high, I can always, move it down. Oh look, it's not bothering it anymore. Great, that's perfect. Well, that's just all wishful thinking. Of course, if I do cut this recirculation off, I'll have to get it welded shut. And then if I ever want to see what this all looks like in full color, I can always do a quick little render here. Get my settings. This takes a while sometimes. Let's cancel this. I forgot about something. Alright. Why don't we just make all this polished chrome? Because it's supposed to look nice. Let's get all this here. There's brass, aluminum, dull aluminum, chrome. Let's do this chrome. Now, let's see how this is going to all turn out. I'm going to time lapse this so you don't have to sit through waiting for it to render. There. Now, for the most part, again, this is pretty much just concept. But you kind of get the general idea. Well, any questions, comments, feel free to ask.